Hi, I'm Isaac in McPherson. How do I start over when things fall apart? The key operative word is when things fall apart. Not when you fall apart, but when things fall apart. I've, in myself, had some things happen in my life when I was young. My grandmother passed, which reared me, and I know her as mother, and somehow I was in school and I lost homes, I lost cars, and it was a very challenging time in my life. And it looked as if that my world was falling apart. Well, I had to really realize after digging through all of those things that nothing materialistic or nothing external should never define you, which is internal. And I had to begin to go deep down within myself and begin to define myself, not based upon status, not based upon how much I have. Because I was one broke person, external, but yet internal, I was someone. You could be riding in a Pinto, broke down, riding on hoopties. But that does not necessarily mean that you are living in poverty. Listen, don't never worry about those things. You stay glued together, even if everything else falls apart. Because after a while, when things don't go your way, if you just hang in there, it's going to flow your way after a while. Oftentimes, when you lose things, it is not just to lose it, materialistic things, but it's actually to bring you into a consciousness. Because you could be holding on to things that are symbolic to something. You could be holding on to some things that is keeping you from really going to a higher level. One thing I've noticed about when I was working for Delta in my earlier years, being a baggage person, is that we had to weigh the bags versus the bodies on the plane, because even they had the weight of the fuel. Because you had to have the right amount of weight to receive the proportion of the engines and to go higher for the height, and I don't know all of the scientific language to that. But what I do know is that too much of weight will keep you from ascribing and going higher. Losing things oftentimes is painful, but emotionally it is trimming away from some things that you're holding. Sometimes it's in the form of materialistic things, but yet at the same time it's ideology. Sometimes it's a season or a mindset that you've had in that season that the materialistic validates, that when you lose the materialistic, you lose that mindset. So never be afraid to lose things or if things fall apart, because it is only making you. And we're living in a life that God is revamping, reshaping you, no matter how old you are.